Hey guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Hal here, bring to you more random content from this side of cyberspace. And tonight, we are going to be going into the world of musicals. It's been pretty nice though, because in the past few months of this year, I've been consuming musicals nonstop. And all of a sudden, I see this game on my Steam, like, on sale. I think it was on sale. On my Steam, on my Steam for You page. So I was like, you know what? Another game to add to my list of musicals. So you know what? Let's just get right into it. Yeah. I just tried. I've never seen this game before. I've never heard of it. And the thing is, oh my.
4 hours. 4 hours in a rented gym that still smells like socks and childhood trauma. And where did it get us? Other than bored? The band wasn't even looking for anything specific. We just wanted change. We wanted to see who was out there, if they'd show up. Well, they showed up all right.
You know, I had a dream where this exact thing happened. Except we were on stage. And naked.
We were auditioning.
Not all of us. Okay, it was just me. I was naked. I think this went better.
Okay. So yeah, I was surprised at how the star-studded voice cast of voice actors that were included in this game. Now, some of them might be familiar. Okay, to be honest, most of them I've heard from. I first heard playing the English version of Genshin Impact all those years ago. But yeah, I've also, God, I wish I could name them all, but yeah, no. Just from the voices, some of them are quite familiar. But yeah, let's get to it. Could be worse.
In your dream, was the stage on fire? Because otherwise, I find that hard to believe.
Whoa, can we do that for our next gig?
We are not setting the stage on fire, Brian. Please stop asking. Okay, let's just wrap this up. Kaz, do you need a ride?
Just to Brian's. I'm, crashing on his couch until I get a new place.
What? You said it'd be 2 days.
Huh.
You know you like having me around. Whatever.
Have you
those
heard yourself
voices.
Snore?
Those voices sound familiar. And
Hey, Grace, you okay?
just sounds so good.
I know you've been kind of loose ends since you left college. I was just hoping tonight would cheer you up.
Oh, what's this mean? Yeah. You know what?
You're
Let's
always looking
go
out
for
for
it.
me, Freddy.
Well, that's the deal, right? Best friends to the end.
Right. I just wish it wasn't always so one-sided.
Hey, don't worry about that. Really, Grace. You'll get through this.
Music is your life, Freddy. You're the drummer, the lyricist. All of this was your idea. I wish I knew where I fit.
I think you fit. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You coming?
I'm gonna hang out a bit and lock up. I'll see you at home. Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. is it just me? Everything I set upon unravels at my feet. Everything I've learned wasted on a girl who doesn't know how to be free. Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. Oh,
Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I heard you from outside.
That was really nice.
My name's Calliope. You have an amazing voice. I hope you know that.
Thanks. I'm Grace. Are you here for the audition, or?
Yes. Yes, I am.
I like how nice the voice acting is so far. Alright,
Okay.
let's hear it.
Did you, bring an instrument, or some music?
I kinda bring my music wherever I go.
Wait, Calliope. As in the muse?
Alright.
Calliope?
Well,
Wait, Calliope is a muse,
With
right?
the fire furious, I have burned my tongue. Grief from all the promises, too many dreams unsung. All the steps I didn't take and paths proved untrue. Is there any path through?
like a boat lost at sea,
Though I'm about to
with no
rest,
sails, not a
you
breeze.
still have your life ahead.
I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen.
All things that lose their way can find it again. There is no inertia in the ocean.
Oh. Oh. Are these gonna change the these are gonna change the lyrics as well, I feel like. Let's go on with, this is Grace with soul and charisma. She tries to do the right thing and everybody likes her for it. In your face, this Grace is very punk rock and not afraid to get reckless and aggressive. Sometimes you need to think your way out of a problem. This Grace is sneakier, smarter, and witty. You know what? Let's try to go with a charming route. Oh?
Maybe if I leaned upon my friends, raise the alarm, I'll call for them. Do I have the heart to trust they'll keep me safe from harm?
Huh.
Wow. What was that?
Your song was just so wonderful. I had to finish it with you. I hope that's all right. I also know what it feels like to be lost. To feel as if you have no place to turn. That's why I had to come inside.
You... Oh, what? Am I locked out? Since this is the witty option. Can I ask what's wrong?
Well, I know why I feel that way, but what's your story?
I'm reaping what I've sown, I think. This has been a a very long time coming.
Ouch. Sounds harsh.
May I ask you why you feel so adrift? You're so young. Surely your life is just beginning.
You know.
You sound like my guidance counselor.
Then I should apologize.
No, it's fine. There's just only so many times someone can ask what's wrong with you before you start to think there's really something wrong with you. But what does she know? If only she could see me now, right?
I think she'd see what I see. I should go.
Again, the voice acting is
About
phenomenal.
the audition. I'm sure everyone will agree you're in, if you want to be, that is.
I hope to see you again, Grace. Perhaps soon.
Hello
Right.
there, Kindred. Nice to meet you.
See you then.
It's been a hot minute. How you doing? But yeah, oh my goodness. This game has very good impressions so far. The comic book look, the phenomenal voice acting, and then the music. Oh wow, this is I don't know, comic book shaded 3D environment. I really love that. God. But yeah, hello, Kindreds. How you been? Oh.
Did you lose your keys, Fred? I thought you'd be... What the...
Eh?
Calliope?
I didn't know where else. I'm so sorry, Grace.
I need to get help.
You're hurt. I'll get help.
No, you have to wait. You can't go. I didn't want to do this to you. Not like this. I'm so sorry.
What do you mean? Hey! Calliope!
Uh-oh.
Please? Please, come on.
Oh?
What is that?
Oh? Hey.
Oh, I can wait. Take your time.
Hermes?
Who-
Wait,
Is that
that's
my door?
Hermes?
Technically, it's my door. Or our door, maybe?
Huh.
I came as soon as I could.
I like your drip, Hermes. Who are you?
Hold on.
Grace doesn't
Who
know who
are
Hermes
you?
is.
How did you get here?
Through the door? I mean, geez, how did you get here?
Now isn't the time for that. Huh.
She really is dead, huh? Man. So, the course is gonna want to talk to you. Sucks, but, you know.
Oh, okay. I can't pick it. Because I took the charming route. I see. The chorus?
The chorus? You mean the authorities? Are they coming?
I guess they're authorities? But they're not coming here. We have to go to them. Like, I can see you don't know squat about this, so I'm gonna explain real quick, but then you gotta come with me, okay? When Cal died, you saw a shiny thing come out of her, right? That was her soul. That's what made her a god.
A what?
It's in you now, which makes you a god. Surprise, right? With me so far? Cool. Let's go.
I really like Hermes drip. Oh, yo. Oh? Is this Athena's
where are we?
office?
Sorry to drop you and run, but when an idol dies, there's like 100 different things I gotta do.
No, wait. Where did you bring me? How did we get here?
The chorus can explain. Don't touch anything. Okay?
Wait! Come back!
There's still
Okay.
blood on your hands.
Yeah. I'll just wait here and, not touch anything.
Don't touch anything. Touches the door. Sits on table. Oh, hello, Panda. How you doing? My God, I'm liking the style here so far. Do not touch the cookies. Do not. Uh-oh. Not this. Not the owl. Uh-oh. Hubba, excuse me. Who are these people? Hello. Respectful. Hello there. Hi. I mean, hello. It is nice to meet all of
Beloved
you.
sister, the last of the muses, has passed on to you, our new sister, delivered to us by dear sweet Hermes. It's, Grace, yes?
Yes?
My, you have had quite the day, haven't you?
Yeah, that Calliope is real. No. Who are you?
Someone died in my arms. Where is this?
You're gonna sing the gospel of truth
How
now.
did I get here?
All of them are dead.
Who are you people?
Calliope was the last one.
So many questions. This is my office, and I expect you arrived through one of Hermes' portals.
The shiny doorway.
As for who we are, well, that does require some explanation.
Y'all
I
better
agree.
break into song for this
Allow
one.
me to introduce myself. I am Athena, goddess of wisdom. This is Apollo.
Apollo!
Prophecy, dressed for
Hey!
the occasion, as
Hello
always.
there.
The wondrous Aphrodite,
Aphrodite.
goddess of love.
Mhm.
And the one glaring at you is Persephone,
Persephone!
once queen of the underworld.
Oh my God!
Together, we are the chorus.
She
We
looks
rule
like she
over
can
the
beat
idols,
me to
our
submission,
name for the gods who
then
remain.
say everything is
All of
alright
us,
afterwards.
hidden in your modern world.
Damn. You... Wait, gods are real?
Gods aren't real. They can't be. They're just...
Stories, myths, legends.
If you're real, you'd be all-powerful. You wouldn't be hiding or...
Don't pay much attention to those old tales about us, Grace. They weren't very true to begin with, and, well, truth be told, we've diminished since those days. That doesn't mean we're helpless, of course. Far from it. Yet, at the end of the day, we too are just people. Trying to get
Oh, so you
by.
have day jobs too. You live here?
Right, and you live here. Not in some city in Europe or a...
On top of a mountain? Oh, I know. Once we roamed marble halls, and now, fashionably appointed apartments. We have Wi-Fi.
We have Wi-Fi. Oh my
We
God.
move with the times, Grace. We have to, if we're going to remain hidden and survive. The mortals grow more and more clever with each passing century. Television! I do what I must.
Do you expect me to believe this? Now, I wonder if this game drew inspiration from the Percy Jackson series. Maybe. Or maybe Percy Jackson got some inspiration from something else as well. And maybe that got... this game got inspiration from that as well. Who knows? Who knows? Didn't Terry Pratchett write... Was it Terry Pratchett? Like Modern Gods or something like that? Did that predate Percy Jackson? I don't know. But yeah, that wouldn't be too far-fetched, though. But yeah, you expect me to believe this?
You expect me to believe that gods, sorry, idols, have been living among us for what, thousands of years? You're thousands of years old.
Oh, no, I'm not trying to make you believe anything. Not at all. If you'd like to believe this office is right outside your front door, or that we are, I don't know, actors, religious fanatics, by all means. The only thing I do need you to grasp is that you are here. This is real, and like it or not, it is happening.
Huh. If you put it that way, that makes a compelling argument. You said I'm a god now.
Wait, you said, and Hermes said, that I'm a god now too. And an idol.
That is true.
That thing that came out of her that went into me.
We call it an eidolon, the part of Calliope's soul which made her an idol, which now makes you one.
Athena, we are wasting time.
Yes,
the
ma'am.
reason you're here, Grace, the reason why we made you wait so long while we debated, is because we have rules. Those rules mean we can't admit into our ranks a usurper. Never mind a possible murderer.
A
I know
murderer?
This will all come as a shock, and I'm so sorry to say it, but I'm afraid you have to die.
But what? This isn't fair.
Die? But that isn't fair.
Give me a trial, at least.
I know, but consider it from our point of view. A dear sister, someone who traveled with us through the ages, gone.
But I didn't do it. Aren't you supposed to be the goddess of wisdom? Can't you see this isn't right?
Calliope's blood is literally on your hands.
But it isn't.
Oh, she looks so helpless.
Maybe we should do as we agreed. Calliope's line would end, yes, but what other option do we have? Let a usurper remain an idol?
Justice has to be done, for Calliope's sake.
But
this isn't justice.
This isn't justice.
Oh?
You cannot hide from this reality.
I'm not hiding, though a little lost here.
If you are lost, little girl, this bears explanation. Dear child, please listen. You have usurped a muse. No recourse to be arranged.
But it's unfair.
I know, but our laws cannot be changed.
But she came to me.
You must realize there are simple rules. If one of us dies, these rules have been the tools that she.
You must know I didn't do it. Is it weird this isn't song?
Now,
They acknowledge it.
is gone. Now that she's gone, I'm afraid you'll have to see. You'll have to see. The chorus is in accord. Justice won't be ignored.
I disagree.
Oh? Oh? Apollo. Yes,
Did I
please.
hear that correctly?
You've been quiet this entire time, Apollo. Why speak up now?
I grieve Calliope's loss just as much as the rest of you, but
Oh,
I can't let
I
you do
know
this.
that voice.
He's right. What if Grace speaks the truth? What if Calliope chose her? And what if Calliope was murdered by her? What if Grace stole her eidolon?
Then we need to find out. Don't you want justice?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Apollo, I thought we'd agreed this
It is
was
him.
justice. What would you have us do?
We need to find the truth.
There has to be some way to find the truth. Aren't you gods? Couldn't a god, I don't know...
We aren't seriously considering this.
Very well. This one time. I put a motion before the chorus. Do we allow Grace the right to prove her innocence?
Yes.
Yes.
I think so. Yes. Fine.
There we go.
And there we have it.
How do I prove my innocence?
Wait, I'm gonna get some help with this, right? Some direction?
You say Calliope chose you. I would.
Democracy
like to believe that.
wins. True, the Greeks did invent democracy
You
after
have 1
all.
week to find out what happened, Grace.
What happens after a week?
There will be a trial. If you cannot provide proof of your innocence by then, oh, our original verdict stands.
How do I find the killer then?
Can someone explain to me just how I'm supposed to find the truth? I'm not a detective. I don't know anything about the idols.
Well, that's for you to figure out.
Wow.
I knew you were
All
gonna say
right.
that. How did
Thank
I know you
you
were gonna say that?
We're not going to keep you, Grace. You have much to do. Before you go, however, a few rules. Do not reveal our existence to the mortal world. This includes mortal authorities that cannot help you.
Mm-hmm.
Do not harm another idol. Do not leave the city. Do as the chorus commands. Otherwise, do whatever you must to find the true killer,
True that.
if they exist.
Oh, that's all?
Welcome, dear sister.
And do help yourself to a cookie.
Yay, a cookie. Finally. Something good at least. Oh, we don't even get the cookie. Alright. That's pretty neat. That's a pretty neat start. So far, however, I gotta say I don't think there's anything too how do I say it? It's like there still hasn't in terms of the music at least, there hasn't been something that's like that immediately catches your ear, you know? Or like immediately is immediately an earworm of sorts, you know? Nothing really sticks just yet. But perhaps maybe the drama is the primary focus here, and not the music. But whatever. And also, pals, here, have help yourself to a cookie. Ta-da! Wait, where is it? Oh no, where is it? It said, help yourself to a cookie. God damn it, where are my cookies? There we go. Finally. I haven't busted this one out in ages. Here. It's been in the fridge for quite some time, but it should still work. It should still be pretty fresh. So yeah, let's go to Grace's apartment. But wait, why are the gods in? I'm assuming this is like America or something, you know? Why are they here? Huh. Don't worry, the cookie's fine. It's still kind of fresh. Trust me.
Grace?
Freddy, hello.
Grace!
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Hi. You're kidding, right? When I came home, the door was wide open. You weren't answering your phone. Kaz and Brian are still out looking for...
Mount Olympus is
Grace.
the Empire State Building. Yeah.
We thought something happened to you. Wait, did something happen to you?
I'm gonna make up a story.
Yeah, kidnapped by aliens.
Well, if you don't want to tell me, you don't have to.
Big, scary aliens.
You were gone all night.
Why didn't you answer your phone? Well, I was calling and calling. This wasn't some hookup, was it? Because, you can say it's none of your business, Freddy.
Excuse me? Who are you? It was not a hookup.
It was definitely not a hookup. I'm allowed to say that much, I think.
Allowed to say? Like you're a secret spy? Have you been a secret spy this whole time? Because if you have, that's pretty cool.
Hi there.
Pan, I knew it. Okay.
Who is this, Grace? Why does he have horns?
Good question.
Your guess is as good as mine.
To answer your question, my dear, you see the horns because I allow you to see the horns. That's crazy, right?
Oh my God,
As
the
for
voice
who
cast.
I am, I've been known most often as Pan. So you call me that, if you must call me anything.
Pan, of the Greek gods, Pan, right? What are you, some kind of cosplayer?
The days of idols being called gods are well behind us, I'm afraid, but I assure you, I am the real article. I've come to offer our
he's got the
newest
goat
idol
eyes
a
too.
helping hand. Or perhaps two. You do look lost, don't you?
Oh my Jesus. The voice acting. There's more drip here than Percy Jackson, that's for sure. Jesus Christ, I love the amount of drip that we're getting from each and every character. The artists here just did a phenomenal job. Jesus Christ.
So we can just talk about this in front of Freddy.
Haven't you? Darling. And here I drop my glamour and everything.
Oh boy.
It's just, I was told we're not supposed to. Talk about it, that is.
Talk about what? Grace, tell me.
The prohibition is against revealing the idols to the mortal world. She's not the mortal world, is she? She can be trusted.
Why do I have the feeling that I'm going to regret not leaving with Brian and Kaz?
Oh, I can guarantee it.
Okay, Freddy. Have a seat.
Oh goodness.
Let's talk.
How long did that take? 3 hours and a half?
Huh? I guess. Do you believe in this, Grace?
I hope it's all a dream,
I'm still
honestly.
hoping I'll wake up. This feels like one really long, really bad dream.
I don't know. Isn't it cool to be a god?
If it is,
An idol.
the cool part hasn't happened yet.
Well, I have a million questions, but I can ask them later. The important thing is that I am here to support my best friend.
Aw. You are, you know what, let's lean into the, I'm assuming that this is like the romance thing, I guess, but yeah, sure. But no, a part of me wants to say, I'm sorry to get you involved.
I'm really sorry to drag you into all this.
What, are you
Honestly.
kidding? I would be majorly pissed if you hadn't.
Really?
Grace, mythology is my jam. If anyone's gonna get turned into stone, it should be me. Let's go find that killer.
All right.
Okay?
You're the best, Freddy.
Such darling camaraderie. It brings a tear to my eye. It truly does.
Speaking of killers.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You wound me, dear lady. I've come to offer advice to our newest idol, a foundling who was set adrift most cruelly.
Okay. How did you know about me?
Seems rather convenient.
Was
you
it
showing up with
Hermes?
advice.
It's probably Hermes.
How did you even know I existed?
A little bird told me, if you must know. Very useful, those little birds.
He's not gonna tell you, Grace.
There's not much to tell. Among the idols, news travels swiftly. We are a tiny village of godly busybodies. I heard of your arrival, and I know how obtuse the chorus can be. So here I am. You're welcome.
So what's in it for you?
So you're here purely for my sake then? Like a charity case?
My dear sweet girl, as far as you're concerned, I am the god of charity cases.
But you're not, are you? Pan was the god of lust and mischief. Doesn't sound too charitable to me.
Ah, yes. The old tales of the gods. Such antics, such fantasy. Pay them no mind.
I really love. Again, I'm not gonna shut up with the voice acting. Jesus Christ, it's been so long. Chat, do you know how long it's been since I've played a game with this much phenomenal voice acting? Exactly. Anyways, how do you know how do I know you're not the killer?
You know, you could be the killer, for all I know.
Come to mislead you, perhaps. How fiendishly clever of me. Well called, darling.
And maybe even true.
Poor, poor Pan! To be eternally maligned and mistrusted. Alas, and alas, and alas. I doubt there's a line of idols waiting to offer you advice, Grace. But whether you accept mine or not is for you to decide.
Okay, what's in it for you?
I still don't trust you. Nobody does anything for free.
Now. Who said I was doing anything for free?
Here we go.
I have not, however, asked for anything. As of yet.
Alright, so tell me your advice, would you kindly?
Okay, I'll bite. What's your advice? I have to admit, I don't really know where to start.
Well, I'm not normally one to run amok telling others how to live their lives. But have you considered using your powers?
My powers?
Oh.
Music, art, passion. You are the last muse, and all these are now your province.
The chorus started singing.
When I was talking to Athena and the others, they all started singing. Does that mean that was me?
Let me guess. Music swelled as if from nowhere.
Oh.
Lips quivered, souls were laid bare.
A diegetic reasoning.
I guess.
Yeah.
As to where the music,
Okay,
the singing comes
how
from.
does that help
Gotta
me
love
find
it.
Calliope's murderer?
Allow me to expedite the process of understanding.
Oh.
Now then, close your eyes. You hear that? It's coming from you. When you sing, what emotion does it summon?
I don't know.
You open your eyes, you look into the crowd, and you feel.
Powerful.
Oh.
Grace, you know that you're lost now. You've been given powers you don't understand. I'm the guy who can help you. All that you hear is at your command.
Wait.
No, it's okay, Freddy. This is all me? What do I do?
Start singing.
Now?
Why not? Time's a wasting.
How the hell did you find me? This is the weirdest night I've ever had. And you say I have powers? How could this possibly turn out bad? Am I doing it now?
Brilliant.
I don't follow. Are those really actual horns? And this singing is so hard to swallow. Can you hear me, Grace? What's going on?
Lost girls, you all love your lost girls. A rescue that you can take home.
I won't say you need saving. You're not drowning, you're waving. And you two, are you dating? It's so titillating.
Grace, we gotta be careful. Has he slipped something into our drinks?
Spouting crap about powers.
He could be dangerous, what do you think?
Sing it, Freddy, I hear you. We've only just met, now he's my new best friend. Now I'll owe him a favor. And what will he want in the end?
You're lucky, I got to you. There's people out there who will come for you. I've heard that you're making so much ado. You're lost and I'm trying to help.
Lost girls, you all love your lost girls. A rescue that you can take home.
I'm so glad I found you. Wolves all around you, but can you survive on your own?
What do I do then?
Whatever you wish, the power is yours.
Grace, I'm frightened.
It's okay, Freddy.
Okay, the both of you need to be friends. So the both of you sing.
What are you doing? That wasn't me.
You sure?
Will you stop screwing around?
I enjoyed it.
He should be avoided.
Applauded.
Grace, who's it gonna be? Him or me?
Sorry, I'm gonna have to go with Freddy.
Lost girls, you all love your lost girls.
A rescue that you can take home. Oh,
You can see we're at home.
I see what I see, kid. Freddy has no idea, kid. You'd be far better off on your own.
I don't know about that.
Really? Now you're just being silly. Maybe the muse isn't feeling the gravity. Or do you refuse and, like ostriches, happily stick your heads in the sand? Grace, I could be your right hand. Freddy, you better leave her alone. Let me do what I do or she'll sink like a stone.
Lost girl, I know I'm not a lost girl, but this is all new and I don't know what to do. Should I stay with my bestie? This goat's getting testy. Won't be
Oh
lost
God.
on my own. I'll always be home.
I gotta stay. I'm sticking.
Sorry
I'm
to break
sticking
it to
with
you,
Freddy.
Pam, but I'm not abandoning my best friend.
That's your choice. Humdrum mortality.
Yes.
How about trusting in those who love her instead of those who want to use her?
Oh my, such drama. No matter
Such
how
as
you
Greek
employ
myth,
it, Grace,
no?
this is the power of a muse, drawing out that which lies within. I trust you can see how that might be useful in your investigation.
This is perfect.
I'll make them sing a song of confession.
Exactly so.
But only if they did it, right? I draw out the truth, not make them lie or do something they wouldn't.
Oh, you will be a natural at this, I can tell. A muse does not command. She evokes. She elicits. She inspires.
Look, Creepo, Grace already told you to
Freddy,
take
that was
heart-
helpful
So she
information.
did. Allow me to get to the point then. For all your powers, you still need a place to begin your search. And this I can provide. An address. In the city. Where Calliope was staying, I do believe.
Ah. Thank you.
Her address? Thank you, that's perfect. Thank you.
Now this I consider a favor.
Oh no.
One I hope you'll remember in future dealings.
Looks like we have no choice. That's our lead.
That's perfect. We can look for clues there. What this Calliope was doing, who her enemies were.
I should remind you there is an element of danger. A killer is on the loose, no?
Then... I mean... Fine. But He might use this as leverage against me next time, you know? Maybe... You know what? Maybe next time, Freddy.
Oh, yeah. You can come on the next life-threatening mission, Freddy. Totes promise.
I need to find Kaz and Brian. Just tell them you're okay. If, not the other stuff.
Then I guess I'll go check this place out on my own.
So glad that's settled. I'll let you get to it. I've drinking to resume.
And that's going to be a good buy for me in the future. Gotta use that. Alright, so that one was pretty good. That was pretty neat. Alright, let's go to the Muse's hideaway. You wonder what Calliope's home looks like.
Oh, it's open. That's not a good sign.
Uh-oh. It's practically empty. Oh my Jesus! How much does this penthouse cost?
Apartment? I don't know what I was expecting, but not this.
How do they pay their bills?
Hello? Oh, sure, Grace, good job. Just announce to the killer that you're here. I better have a look around.
Hey, oh, okay. Let's look at the... Yeah, I think I have enough time to look at everything. First things first, though. Elegant painting. Yeah.
Did she paint that? Looks like it belongs in a museum.
Ah. I don't... Huh. It's kind of odd.
Damn, look at that. That's beautiful. How do you even get one of these?
Because if I click on it to confirm, the mouse is like placed on the top left corner, which is kind of odd.
After Calliope left the audition, where did she go? Did she follow me? Did she come here?
Warhol painting. Huh.
Andy Warhol, yeah, that makes sense. I wonder how many celebrities she knew. I want to believe this is just an ironic photo of Elvis and she wasn't like his muse or...
Yeah, let's just look at everything.
Right. These aren't... Do I inherit these as the new muse?
Oh yeah, she's the drummer.
Is that even okay to ask?
Grace. Is she? Yeah, she's the drummer, I believe.
A giant harp. Of course there's a giant harp. So many instruments in here. Did she play all of them?
You bet.
I don't see anything useful down here. Maybe there's something upstairs? Oh man, keep it together, Grace. It's just your average, everyday...
Oh?
There are only 3 muses, you know, not 9. Whenever they found someone who made something truly masterful or created a new art form, they'd pass on their idol on, take a new name. You see, that's how the mortals became confused. They got it wrong. Like they got almost everything about us wrong.
Huh. What are you doing here?
What are you doing, sitting here in the dark?
What does it look like I'm doing?
Preparing your villainous monologue?
I'm grieving. For a dear friend.
No.
If I may ask, how did you find this place? And what are you doing here?
You know what? No. Yeah, Pan told me about it.
Pan told me about it. I was hoping I could find something, some clue about what happened.
You've already met Pan? How odd.
Well, at least he lifted a finger to help me. For his own gain, maybe, but it's better than nothing.
I honestly wish I could help you, Grace. You and Calliope both deserved better.
Can you can you tell me more about Calliope at least?
Can you tell me about Calliope? I barely knew her, but she seemed...
She was a beautiful soul, if troubled.
Troubled?
She thought the idols had lost their way. She argued with us, with all of us, that we needed to change. We hadn't spoken in years. I hadn't seen her home before today. I'd rather not talk about it.
Why did you speak up for me?
I should thank you for, speaking up for me.
It wasn't right, what they were doing.
It still isn't. I still need help.
I'm not disputing that, Grace. I just don't think that I'm the one to help you.
And why can't you help me?
Why can't you help me exactly? Pan said there's no specific rule against it.
It's not that I'm forbidden to help you, Grace. It's that you don't want my help.
Why is Apollo being such a sad
You have to know
boy?
more than me about almost everything.
My help will only make things worse.
How is that possible? I've been sentenced to death.
And without my help, you stand a chance of avoiding that fate.
So why is this room such a mess?
This room is a mess. Did you do this?
With this? It was like this when I got here.
And you didn't think that was in the least bit strange?
I didn't think much of it. I came here to be reminded of Calliope, not to search through her things. That and it's cleaner than my place.
Apollo, you doing all right there, buddy? Is everything all right?
So you didn't mess up the room, but someone must have.
Look at this hopping wet cat. The heck?
No, nothing that I've seen. All this mess, as you put it, is likely the result of her projects.
Her projects?
When Calliope got an idea in her head, she would obsess over it, sometimes for months, even years. I don't know what she was involved with lately, but this... for her, this is nothing.
So you won't help me at
So let me get this straight. You'll speak up for me, but you won't lift a finger to help.
You don't want me to do more.
You keep saying that, but it doesn't make any sense.
Make her sing.
If you
Make him
didn't want to
sing.
help, that'd be one thing. But insisting I don't want you to? Why not?
Oh, whoa there. Hi. I forget that you're much taller than me.
I can't do this.
Oh. Can you explain why?
I can see this is hard for you, I really can. But I don't understand.
You don't know what you're asking.
Do I have to beg? For whatever reason you helped me before. My life is still on the line.
Sing.
I haven't sung in centuries.
According to Pan, I can't force anyone to do anything.
You want to sing, Apollo.
Phantom pains from a missing friend, feeding thoughts that never end. What did I do? What didn't I do? Here she is, only in your head. Long gone fights, but they're never dead. What did I do? What didn't I do?
What did you do? What didn't you do?
Cause and effect. The earth shook and my instinct was protect. She said, come, there's waves to ride. I stayed shut inside, and that's where she and I would disconnect. Cause and effect.
You held fast
What's that about?
Stubborn me thought I'd wait her out. Usually she'd come back to me. You see, she'd return. We'd do that old dance, knowing both there was not a chance that I would change. But she never came.
Cause and effect. She dies and so you lie in bed, bereft. Don't forget, she said look for something new, and something might ensue. Something fresh that you did not expect. Cause and effect.
But I've tried.
Never with me. We haven't tried.
Let's see.
But if it's too hard, just say.
It is, but it's okay. Perhaps there is some change we can effect.
That hidden voice will always play. On loop, it will always say, what did I do? What didn't I do? It's a song you can't erase, but you can make a tiny space for what you will do. Something
new. Very well, I'll help. Though I'm uncertain what you expect me to do.
Thank you.
Athena called you the god of prophecy, didn't she? Isn't that telling the future?
Prophecy is the last thing you need, Grace.
Can you explain why, at least?
It'd be helpful if you could explain why, exactly. This is all new to me, remember?
Yes, of course, that's true. It's so easy to forget that. To receive a prophecy is not simply to be told what might happen, it's to be told what will happen. To know a prophecy is to be bound to its outcome. Only in ignorance is one free to choose.
Is that why you're so sad all the time? Because you know how everything ends? Oh, how does that work?
What? That makes no sense. If you tell me I'm gonna fall into a hole...
Then you will.
No, but I'll just avoid holes. All holes, any hole.
And the act of trying to avoid them is what will make you fall. Worse, prophecies are never crystal clear. Sometimes you won't understand the full meaning until it's too late.
Can you help another way?
Okay, is there anything you can do that isn't prophecy related?
Not directly, but yes, possibly. Come with me. There's someone I'd like you to meet.
All right. Let's do it. Where is this? Why is this? What? What's...
This is where you live?
Oh my god.
Oh, yes, sometimes. And excuse the mess, I don't get many visitors.
Aren't idols rich?
Are idols broke? In all those years, you couldn't save up enough money to afford a housekeeper?
You know, I guess I never worried about it much. Maybe I should.
You said I'm here to meet someone?
Ah, yes. Do you know what an oracle is?
Oh. It's not a fortune teller. Like the Oracle of Delphi, yeah, exactly.
Someone who tells the future?
Not quite. They serve as a channel of sorts for my powers. This allows them to offer insight, knowledge they have no earthly means to possess. There's always been one. Over the ages, no matter where I go, one manages to find me.
Is it, oh, I was about to say, is it a magical 8-ball?
There is.
Who's this?
What?
I have brought someone to see you.
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not a magic fortune cookie. Is that what Paul told you? Oracle's
Paul?
my handle. And even if I was the Oracle, I'm certainly not his Oracle.
Apollo. Paul. Oh my god. Yeah, it's lovely to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Oracle.
Huh. Well, she's got better manners than the last lady you brought here. But at least that one had a casserole. Do you have a casserole?
No, sadly.
No.
I wish I did.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hmm.
Look, I'm sure he told
I was
you
talking
all
that
sorts
might be
of
Cassandra.
nonsense. I use computers. I'm a hacker. That's it.
That's the modern day Oracle.
I ask very little of you, Oracle. Your help here would be appreciated.
Fine. Don't get your abs in a twist.
Oh
Okay,
boy.
so Paul brought you all this way just to see little old me. What's on your mind, sis?
I did not imagine Apollo getting a nickname. Getting the nickname of Paul. You keep calling him Paul.
You keep saying Paul. Do you mean Apollo?
Yeah, I know. Apollo, if that is his real name, says he's a god of prophecy, blah, 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 blah.
But you don't believe him.
No.
Believe him? Who'd believe that? It's super weird, but he's a decent guy, so he can be Apollo if he wants, but I just can't call him that.
Live here?
Do you live here?
I crash here, yeah. Better here than home.
She showed up one day, as the oracles do. Naturally, she is welcome to stay as long as she likes.
And see the way he talks. I thought maybe he was a creep at first, but nah, Paul's aight.
The highest of praise.
He'd be more alright if he did some laundry.
Why is Apollo such a... He sounds so much of a bottom. Oh my god.
So you're an oracle who uses the internet, huh?
Like I said, it's my handle, and yeah. It's a sweet setup, huh? Some of it's even legit.
The parts I purchased for her, presumably.
Bargain for, fair and square. And I keep telling you to get me an Ethernet cable.
I don't know what that is.
It's the 21st century, Paul. And your 21st century Oracle needs her some download speed, okay?
How well do you know Apollo?
Tell me, is Apollo always so...
incredibly emo? Like a sack stuffed with sand?
I am standing right here.
Don't get me wrong. It grows on you after a while.
Grace, surely this is not what you came for.
This is... What? Chat. Pals? I'm incredibly sorry. I did, See that? That can be mine. Alright? Alright? You could always say, this is fun.
Oh, I don't know. It's cute watching you get all flustered.
Well, it's...
Oh my god, no, Hal, stop!
See, there you go again.
Stop, no!
Ugh. Get a room. A different room.
Okay, let's get to business, shall we? I need information.
I'm looking for information about someone named Calliope. Can you help?
Oh, The lady from that apartment I sent Paul to. Yeah, I've been checking that out.
What did I tell you?
I looked it up. You could do the same if you learned to use a computer. Here, hold up, I'll show you. There. The apartment was originally purchased 2 years ago by a holding company, Core with a K Enterprises.
Oh. Oh, I see. That would be Persephone.
Is that a surprise?
You weren't expecting that?
I wasn't aware Persephone and Calliope were friendly. Certainly not friendly enough for Persephone to give Calliope an apartment.
Huh.
The good news is that Persephone is easy to find. I can take you to her if you like.
Will there be trouble?
I'm thinking she won't be happy to see me.
Persephone is rarely happy to see anyone.
Great! We're all done now.
If there's Persephone, where's
Thank you
Hades?
for your help, Oracle. Please, do try to get out from behind your screens at least once today. Perhaps go for a walk.
Yeah, sure.
Is Paula telling the
Will you tip
Oracle?
on your way out?
Paula's telling it, telling the Oracle to touch grass. You know, right? Oh God. So yeah, they could have just asked Hades what happened to Calliope, right? Oh my God, yeah, you're right. Where is Hades? Can't we? You know what? You know what? When we get to Persephone, we could definitely ask, or maybe, huh? Do gods even go to the underworld if they die? Ever thought of that? If they die, where do they go? Huh. Like, wasn't it pointed out in God of War, in Ragnarok, where it's like if mortals die, at least they go to Valhalla, but if the gods die, they got nowhere to go. They just cease to exist. Maybe that's the same case here. Who knows? Who knows? Or maybe they live on through the new god, whomever gets their idol on. But yeah. But getting away from that, just going into Apollo's voice. Apollo's voice is very familiar because it is Troy Baker. Yes, the Troy Baker. As usual, he really does have good talent. He's got good skills, you know. But on a personal note, it's just kind of leaves a little bit of a bitter taste, knowing that it's Troy Baker, because of his. Because the last time I heard of him, it was when he was, what was it? It was like openly siding, I suppose, if that's the correct term. But yeah, he was siding with like this one NFT company who was developing like AI voices. And the thing about it was that the voices that the AI was sampling from wasn't really, like, you know, taken from a consensual a consensual data bank or something. It wasn't taken with consent. So yeah, that's what's making this a little bit bitter for me. But regardless, I credits are where credits are due. That's a good voice that he has. I wasn't expecting him to sing as well. Let's go to the club. Oh boy.
Welcome to the underworld.
Wow. How have I never heard of this place?
Persephone keeps it a secret, while still managing to draw a crowd every night. Don't ask me how.
Oh, who's this?
Here in the underworld, idols can be themselves,
Hermes.
even if they don't look human.
Not your kind of place.
Do you come here often?
Oh, no. No. Persephone and I aren't friends.
Is she friends with anyone?
Not many, no. Except Calliope, apparently. If we're to find Persephone in all this, we'll need to split up. Have you considered what you'll say to her?
I'll fight her if I have to. I'll be
I'll figure
persuasive.
something out. I can be persuasive when I want to be.
I'm aware. I'm just not sure even you could sweet-talk Persephone.
Is that a challenge?
It's the truth. If Persephone really was friends with Calliope, talking to you might be the last thing she wants. You need to be prepared to use your powers, as you did with me. Come find me in the crown if you need anything. Otherwise, be careful, Grace.
Alright, Eros. Wait, there's Eros? Okay. Oh, so... Oh my. So that's what it looks like here. Hubba hubba.
Oh. Hey.
He thick.
You're the new muse, aren't you?
Oh my.
I guess I am, yeah.
Aphrodite mentioned it. Didn't figure I'd see you here, though. Oh, excuse the manners. Name's Eros. God of sex.
Wait a minute. gotta update my gotta update my content classification. Let's do that. There's a god of sex.
Wait, did you say that you're the god of sex?
Desire, really. Sensuality. Attraction. Why? Were you expecting a chubby little flying baby with a bow and arrow?
I wasn't...
I actually preferred Cupid, but Pan had to be the trickster. Spread all those stupid stories.
I'm sorry?
Why? It's not your fault. Just another grudge I get to carry around forever.
Oh man. What do you know, Aphrodite?
You know Aphrodite, right? I only met her the once.
Sure, she's my mother. You know how it is.
How would I know? New here, remember?
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. I wasn't thinking. But you hear a lot of idols talk about each other like that. You know, mother, brother, sister, grandfather. None of us are actually related. We just played a family for so many centuries. May as well be true.
I was about to say, some of them are sisters and, you know, husbands and wives at the same time, you know? They're both relatives, they're both siblings and spouses at the same time. With how the Greek god family tree is like, yeah. So, what are you doing here?
The god of sex at a club. Looking for someone?
Once I might have, sure. Now I'm just here to see it happen.
See what happen?
Look out there. See all these people. The hope, the anticipation, the connections, they bounce off each other. To me, it's like lightning.
That's a bit creepy. You know what?
Yeah, that doesn't sound creepy.
I used to make it happen, you know. Mortals once begged me to make it happen, to inspire true love. But now I only inspire sex. Not the same thing. It's just as well. People should find true love the hard way. They'll value it more.
Makes a good point.
So Aphrodite is your mother, but not really.
That's right. A long time ago, she took care of me when I needed taking care of. The mortals, they just assumed. These days, well, it's not like that anymore. We're not as invulnerable as we used to be. Least of all, Aphrodite.
Has, like, Tinder and all the other stuff, like, devalued Aphrodite, so to speak? Huh? Everything okay?
You seem a little looked distracted. Is everything okay?
Of course it is. Sure. Not obvious, huh? Truth is, I don't come here that often. No, it's hard to get away. I just want... Nope, never mind.
Come on. You can talk to me.
I'm willing to listen if you need to talk.
I appreciate that. Maybe some other time.
Oh. Alright. I need to find Persephone.
Here's the thing. I'm looking for Persephone, but I can't find her anywhere.
Well, I know where she is, but I question whether she'd be happy to see you. Look, I like you, but Mother told me what happened at the chorus. I don't want to cause trouble with Persephone.
Would it be a problem?
She's that scary, huh?
It's not that I'm scared of her. Well, maybe a little. You haven't been around long, but once you have, you'll learn that idle grudges are forever.
I don't know Persephone well, but considering what I do know, I don't blame you.
I know it's lousy, and I'm sorry. I hope I can make it up to you someday.
I should go.
I'll see you around.
Alright.
Count on it.
Thank you. Well, you want to find out more about him. I really like how they're all, highlighted, at least to a certain extent. Let's talk to Hermes. We never really got to talk to them. I like how androgynous Hermes appears.
You're here. I mean, you gotta be somewhere, but you're here.
Yeah.
Hello, Hermes.
Hello there.
Sorry about running off on you back at the thing. Didn't really have a choice, but sorry anyway.
So, what's your
You're
story?
not much like the other idols, are you?
No? I haven't been an idol very long. Maybe like a year? I've lost track. So, I'm not the one to ask about the idol stuff. It's all cool, but mostly I do whatever Athena asks. Athena says, one day I'll sit on the chorus. That'll be sick. Can you imagine me in charge?
Wait, why not?
Why not? Maybe you can shake some dust off the other idols.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a lot of dust.
You're right about that.
I don't think Athena would let me clean anything anyway. She won't even let me touch her spear.
So, how did you become
You've only been an idol
Huh.
for a year? How did that happen?
Probably same way it did with you.
Oh, the old Hermes died in your arms and then they accused you of his murder?
No. Well, yes. I mean, no, not like that. But yeah. I was there when he died. We were friends and I was having trouble at home and he helped me out. I miss him.
Oh.
Can I ask how he died?
He didn't want to be here anymore.
You mean...
I'd rather not talk about it. I'm him now.
Oh.
It's all good.
Man, I'm sorry. How did you know? Yeah.
When Calliope died, you were right there. Within moments. How did you know?
I told you. I got word, so I came.
But how did you get word?
Look, when an idol dies, I have to be there. So I just know. It's a Hermes thing.
So, did you take the body?
To take the body, clean up the blood, that sort of thing?
Oh, that too, yeah. But that's on Athena's orders.
To keep the idols secret?
Sure. Can you imagine the questions? I don't know how we hide so well as it is.
This is probably a stupid question, but... Do you know who might have killed Calliope?
Ugh, why would I know anything about that?
When you came to the apartment, it seemed like you knew her.
Oh no, I only met her once. She didn't live with the rest of the idols or hang out with us very much. She seemed nice though. Angry, maybe. But I don't know who'd want to hurt her.
How was she angry?
Pissed off. But more because she cared about everyone too much not to be. I don't know, that's what I thought anyhow. I'm probably wrong.
So she's a softie, huh?
Do you know if Persephone is here? I need to talk to her.
Oh, you're serious. Why would you want to talk
Sound
to
like I have a
Persephone?
death wish, but
Nobody
yeah,
ever wants
sure.
that. One time, I laughed too loud near her, and she threatened to ban me from the club. I don't want to be banned. I like it here.
Ah, is she that bad?
Is Persephone really that bad? Why do the idols put up with her?
We're like family, and Persephone is that really mean aunt that nobody wants to invite. Don't tell her I said that. She keeps a list. It's a thing.
Okay, forget I asked.
Whew. Man, just the thought of talking to Persephone gives me goosebumps. Blech.
All right,
We'll
see you later.
around.
If you die, then for sure. But, don't die.
All right, let's talk to Pan. What's the goat doing? Hey, watch where you're tugging.
As I live and breathe, if it isn't our dear muse.
Hi, Pam.
Tell me, have you decided to leave your troubles behind and join us in the land of shadows and revelry?
Well, thanks
I
for
should
the
thank
address.
you
First
for
things
the
first.
address. It's what led me here.
No need to thank me. You'll owe me. Remember, how you managed to stir the sun god from his oh so tiresome gloom, I cannot imagine.
How did you know about that?
Nicely done.
Did you know Apollo would be at that apartment?
However would I know something like that?
Oh, shut
See, you
up.
play innocent, but I just don't believe you.
Flatterer.
So,
I'm
yeah.
guessing it's a total coincidence that I'm running into you here.
It must be. The alternative would be that I knew a great many things ahead of time.
Well, did you?
Do I look like an oracle? I am here to listen to thrilling music and meet delicious people.
Delicious.
My tastes are simple.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of simple tastes, my glass is empty again. The service here is appalling.
Come here. You come here often?
I assume you're a regular at this club?
And why would you assume that, dear Grace?
The horns, you... Do you know Persephone well?
There is no knowing Persephone well. She won't have it. Not anymore.
Not anymore?
Long ago, we were all very different. Over the span of ages, however, even mountains erode.
The things you say, the things you don't say. You don't make yourself seem trustworthy. You know that?
Trust is for the weak and the penniless.
Still not helping.
Why, Grace, are you assuming that I, Pan, am some sort of scoundrel?
Yes. Apparently so. Hoping. No, I'm not romancing him. Maybe a murderer, even. Bamboozler, at least. A murderer, at most.
Either that or a murderer. One of the two.
Well, I didn't realize you saw me as dangerous.
It's the horns.
You think it's funny?
I think everything's funny, Grace. It's part of my charm.
You must know why I'm here, right?
Let me guess. You seek our sweet-natured proprietress.
Can you help me find her?
Earlier I wasn't good enough, but now, I see how it is. By all means, I'd love to tell Persephone that the source of her rage has intruded on her domain.
What if I
What if I asked you really nicely and batted my eyelashes, like so?
Oh no, not my one true weakness.
I could also flatter you, tell you how shiny your horns are.
All right. Never let it be said that flattery gets one nowhere. Let me know when you're ready and I'll take you to Persephone.
All right.
I really appreciate it.
Do keep that in mind after you've spoken to her.
Oh, she's gonna beat me up. Well, let's talk to Apollo first. Let's talk to Paul. Just sitting there. Look at him. Oh, sexy, like leaning at the wall. Curse you. Curse you and your
I thought this would be easier,
handsome chin.
but it's as if
Your
Persephone left instructions
abs.
to thwart me.
Mm.
Every staff member I approach screams and runs off. I hope your search has been more successful.
This ain't your kind of place.
You don't come here often, I'm guessing?
Never. I'm sure Persephone only sent the membership as a formality. I doubt she thought I'd ever use it.
Don't you ever have fun? No drinking or dancing in Apollo land?
Once. When I had the muses to keep me company.
Oh. 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 I gotta
I'm
take
amused
it.
now. I can keep you company.
Gotta take it.
Nothing would make me happier. But you do have a predicament to solve first.
How about after? Huh? Huh? Anyways, yeah, can you tell me about Persephone?
It might help if I knew more about Persephone.
It couldn't hurt. What would you like to know exactly?
I thought she
she's
was just mad at
scary.
me, but everyone seems afraid of Persephone.
Noticed that, did you? Persephone is angry with everyone and has been for a very long time.
Why so?
She has her reasons. I can't say she doesn't, but she does not let go of a grudge. 1,000 years could pass, and Persephone will remember what you did like it was yesterday.
Oh, bears grudges like a dwarf. Damn.
What's
so
Persephone's story? Her name rings a bell, but I don't...
No doubt you've heard the tale of how Hades, lord of the underworld, kidnapped a young sweet goddess and made her his wife.
Yes,
That sweet young goddess was...
Yes, I've heard of
Persephone.
Hades Town, yes.
Mm-hmm. Her mother, Demeter, was so enraged she blanketed the world in ice, rendering it barren and infertile. Zeus was forced to act. He decreed that Persephone would be shared between Demeter and Hades, and thus the matter was resolved. Well, you asked. That's her story, as the mortals tell it.
I like this expression of hers. It's like, oh, I was not expecting that.
So tell me, how much of Persephone's legend is true?
Well, let's see. Hades did kidnap Persephone. That certainly did happen. The idols almost went to war over it until Zeus intervened and ordered Hades and Persephone to wed. That quieted things. At least until Persephone killed Hades.
So that's where Hades is. Does this sort of thing happen a
Wait,
lot?
so Hades just kidnapped her, and that was okay? Does this stuff happen a lot with
So is
idols?
Zeus dead too? What about
Not since
Poseidon?
the days of the Titans, which I barely remember. It was the first time one idol had killed another. I'd like to say we handled it well, that Zeus and the idols were mindful of what Persephone had been through, but that would be a lie. Persephone was punished for the murder, the underworld taken from her, and we all stood by and let it happen. She has never forgiven us, and honestly, I can't blame her.
Have the idols changed much, you think, since those days?
Well, you know the saying, the more things change, the more they stay the same.
Wait, Persephone killed another idol.
Oh, long time ago, yeah.
What about all of Athena's rules? Wouldn't Persephone have been, I don't know.
Executed? The murder of Hades is probably why we now have that rule. Back then, we heard Persephone had usurped Hades' throne, but we couldn't believe it. It just wasn't done. Now, of course, I look back and think we should have seen it coming. Oh, the benefit of hindsight.
Why didn't you see it coming? You're the god of prophecy.
When I look, I learned long ago not to.
The classic, we have a saying in the field of engineering, rules and standards, they're written in blood. So I guess that rule of, you know, if any idol kills another idol, it's an automatic death sentence. That's a good example of that here. You know, the benefit of hindsight, and hindsight is always 20/20.
So what happened to Persephone after
The murder? She survived, like the rest of us. She got older, and when we came to the New World, I think she would have left us if it was allowed. It isn't. So instead, she did as she pleased.
A cult.
She started a cult.
A crime
became
boss.
A crime boss.
Oh, what?
It was after her last transition, but honestly, I have no insight into anything Persephone does these days.
But wait. So if a god dies, I'm sorry, an idol dies, their eidolon passes on to the next person, right? So if Persephone killed Hades, doesn't a new Hades come forth? Does Persephone both turn into Hades and Persephone? So many questions. But, it's either we'll find out soon enough, or we'll never find out.
Finally. I'll be right behind you.
You're coming with me? But I thought...
She seems even angrier with you than she is with me. I might be able to mediate.
We'll see, I guess.
Wait, we can talk to Apollo again.
Are we not going to see Persephone? I thought you found a way to her.
Yeah.
I should get going. Persephone awaits.
Right behind you.
We can talk to him again. Wait. Just gotta find out.
Are we not going to see
Still
Persephone?
the same.
I thought you found a way to her.
It's just kind of sad
Persephone
though. That,
awaits.
I mean,
Right
not really
behind you.
sad, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's a UI thing. Where it takes so long for the thing to fade and go into the next scene, you know? But whatever. See? Like that. Oh boy. Scowls. Oh, she's gonna murder me. She's gonna...
If you're angry with anyone, Persephone, be angry with me. It was I who...
I will deal with you later.
Oh boy.
I
Hi.
was willing to leave you be, Grace. To wait until your guilt was certain. And yet here you are, in my domain, uninvited. Why? Are you here to beg for mercy? Are you here to challenge me? Should I be afraid?
I don't want to fight. First and foremost, let's try to defuse this situation.
I'm not trying to start a fight. Far from it. I came here hoping you could help me.
Help you? Perhaps you could help me instead. I'd like to understand a few things. Do you really expect us to believe that Calliope chose you? What's the real story? Did you stumble across her as she lay dying and desperate? Are you an accident? Did you learn what she was? Did you torture her, hold her at the point of death until she agreed to hand
Jesus
over
Christ,
her
lady.
eidolon?
Persephone, this isn't...
You have every reason to try to prove your innocence, Grace. But I have no reason to help you.
I need your help, Apollo.
Now would be a good time to mediate, Apollo.
Is that why you're here, brother? Because you know me so well?
Because I know that you care. Far more deeply than you could ever admit.
How would you know that? You resigned. You abandoned everything and everyone who ever needed you.
Ooh. Huh.
You don't know the first thing about me, and you never did. Just crawl back into your dark little hole, Apollo.
Well, Calliope lived at
You
your
knew
apartment.
Calliope.
We all knew Calliope.
She was staying at your apartment.
You knew her. Better than I or anyone else suspected.
Are you implying that I had something to do with her death?
Prove you didn't. That's how idols work, isn't it?
Yes, she said hole. A sad little hole. A dark and sad hole. Uh-oh. Here comes the song.
You hear that? You're in my house, little muse. You want answers? Fight for them.
Come on. Let's do this. Epic rap battles of history.
Lost little girl. You shouldn't have come here. And I sure ain't in the mood to make new friends. Go home, little girl. The shadows drawing near. And you all alone, we both know how this ends. Let's see how far she bends. We all know how this ends.
Alright, let's be aggressive.
Hello? Testing 1, 2, testing 3. Is this thing on? Are you testing me with your coterie, ogling expectantly? Heads up, wrecking me won't come for free. See, it won't be easy, Persephone, when I use the moves I bring blessedly. Shadows don't scare me, see, I'll survive it. Maybe you want to do this in private.
You're lost, little girl. You're wasting our time now. The gall of a squeaking mouse in a lion's den. Give up, little girl. The bus home is leaving. Seen it so many times, we all know how this ends. We all know how it ends.
Play to the audience this time.
Does everybody here know how it ends in the front row? Do you know? No? Pay dough to see the show, so stop. No spoilers, please. Maybe you're not speaking for them. They don't know how the show goes. So, oh no, don't go throw the plot in the toilet, please. Sure, you know you're an old pro, they're not. Let them enjoy it, please.
Don't you have any idea what you're dealing with, child? Surprise, surprise. Coins on your eyes. Give them to the ferryman.
Oh.
Get it in your little head. You're spitting at the queen.
Then play with emotions. Pull at the heartstrings.
Then I guess you've heard it.
Yeah, Drachma. Indeed.
Best and then you slam the door. Raises the question, who else you'd ignore?
Get lost,
Stay
little
in the dark
girl.
and fight your endless war.
Finished with you
Certain
now.
you can't be surprised anymore.
You've sung us your little
You know,
song.
there's someone else that I speak for.
But we've heard it.
Do you hear that?
Calliope.
If she had something to say, would you turn her away?
Please don't do this.
You're lost, Persephone. You've buried yourself on stage in the blinding lights. You're hiding here. You ate a bad seed. That's not on me. Rotten too long, blossomed all wrong.
We change shape. In time, you'll see we all rot away into who we will be. Your youth wasn't stolen like it was from me.
Let me help you.
Don't touch me. I don't need help from any of you. I was alone when you know who kidnapped and crushed all my dreams till a muse. I just want Calliope back.
Oh, she's gonna kill me for saying that, I feel like. All right, now
No.
talk.
No, you've earned your answers. Calliope came to me years ago. She'd grown tired of arguing with the idols, tired of being branded a troublemaker. She couldn't watch the idols wither away without a fight. I knew how she felt, so I gave her the apartment.
You gave it to her?
You gave her that beautiful place? That's generous of you.
I had it to give.
Generosity isn't exactly what you're known for, Persephone.
I felt sorry for her, Apollo. Not that it makes any difference. It's been at least 2 years since we spoke. After I heard the news, I went to the apartment and turned it upside down. I had to know the truth.
That was you?
I didn't find anything. Nothing to say what she had been involved with, or gotten into, or who she might have been fighting with.
Oh, well. It sounds suspicious.
I don't know. That sounds suspicious.
I hoped I could find evidence, something that made sense. But no, it was only you.
I made sense?
You were there. You were covered in her blood. There was no other explanation. But now I'm not so sure.
If it wasn't Grace, that means someone else was behind Calliope's death. Someone who could keep their involvement hidden.
One of us.
Among Us. Oh no. Must it be an idol?
Does it have to be an idol? You thought I killed Calliope. Couldn't it have been some other mortal?
Despite how he might look, it's not a simple matter to kill an idol.
It was difficult enough to believe you had done it. If another mortal killed her, they somehow escaped detection. We found nothing, no evidence of a battle.
You looked?
Of course we looked. What do you think was happening while you waited? If Calliope was attacked elsewhere, even magic revealed no trace of it.
Wait, did you say magic?
Wait. Did you say magic?
Yeah, gods are real.
You can battle me through a song in a world of your own creation, and yet magic is beyond belief?
Well, sure. I just thought...
We have our powers just as you have yours.
I can grow a field of corn like nobody's business.
No wonder
Some
why you're
would say
rich.
our powers are also magic, but true magic is a different and older power.
Oh.
Hecate's domain.
Hecate is a
And it was of
name
no
that I
use
haven't
here.
heard of in
We should
quite
rule
some
it out.
time, honestly.
We haven't tried
Reading.
everything yet.
Yeah, reading about, other stories about Greek gods. Hecate isn't a name that I come across too often.
Did Calliope have any enemies? The way you talk about her, she must
I
have.
believe Hecate was the god of, actual magic. Yeah.
What am I missing?
Calliope had a way of making people angry. She could be argumentative.
Yes, but enough to make enemies who wanted her dead?
Not that you or I know of, apparently, but that doesn't mean they didn't exist.
Wait, I'm trying to remember. It's like Hecate was that's the one thing that I remember her about. It's I guess not really magic, but more about spell. It's a correct term. Sorcery, I guess. That's a word that I remember reading. And something about the moon as well. But yeah. Not too often. Not too often do you read or hear about her. What about Pan?
What about Pan?
Yeah.
He showed up at my place out of nowhere, right after I left the chorus.
He did what?
I have to wonder what his angle is.
He has one, that's for certain. though I've never thought of him as a killer. It would be too messy.
Still, we should consider the idea. For him to show up so quickly is odd.
Could Athena be the killer?
What about Athena?
She's basically
She seemed
like
awfully
ISIS.
insistent on declaring
Probably,
me
yeah.
guilty, don't you think?
Athena? No, Athena follows the rules.
Well...
Athena has one goal, and one goal only. To protect the idols. And that included Calliope. She'll eventually drive us all mad with her vigilance, but break her own rules? I don't see it.
Maybe. Who knows? Well, you're both still suspects.
For all I know, either one of you could have done it, and you're just playing along.
Apollo is capable of many things, but lying? He was never any good at it.
Whereas we know how capable you are of murder.
Ooh, whoa,
Okay,
whoa.
This is the one and only god I killed. Deserved it.
Ooh, boy.
Right. Sorry I brought it up.
Apollo, you didn't
Can
have
we
to
go
do
Athena
that.
with this? If you've changed your minds and you're both part of the chorus.
Athena would be sympathetic, but the die has been cast.
She won't go back on the edict, not without clear evidence.
Oh, now you want evidence?
She acted on the information she had. If we want to sway her, we need something better.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know the idols. Don't you have any ideas?
I told you I wouldn't be of much help, Grace.
Did you now? That's unsurprising. When are you ever of help to anyone but yourself?
Says the woman who forced Grace to challenge her rather than answer a simple question.
Calliope died, Apollo. Calliope, who came with us all the way from the old world.
You think I don't know that? Are you forgetting what the Muses meant to me?
This won't help Calliope? Yeah.
Please, both of you. None of this will help Calliope. I know you both miss her. I know you cared about her, but she's not completely gone. A piece of her is in me. She came to me for help, and I don't want to die any more than she did.
Oh? Hey.
Calliope, I'm listening now. Tell us what end you were doomed to. Calliope, blinded by fire, one match did you strike that consumed you. How could you blame her? What could she have done to earn such a fate? You are blinded.
God of the sun hides from his own eyes. What would you know about fate?
You say that you knew her, she was family to us, yet you don't hesitate to accuse her. Oh, queen without a throne, go bitter with fury. Not everyone seeks to betray you.
Stop this.
Both of you.
Please remember what we are here to do.
We must avenge a muse.
Apollo, your help is not needed here. Go ahead and abandon another muse.
How could you throw that gauntlet at me? Could your heart shrivel any further?
You abandoned me to a terrible fate.
You replay your injuries
It's
till
far
it's too
too
late.
You know how far I've been before I snapped.
This is
not
not about you. Enough! This
Whoa.
helps no one.
There he is, God of the Sun.
Aren't you a queen with all that that means? Stop looking for a fight. These old wounds, they confine you. You're more than your pain.
She abandoned us.
Follow him or stay.
I'm sorry, I have to stay with Persephone. She knows more.
Now that Apollo isn't sucking all the oxygen out of the room, perhaps we can get somewhere.
Was all that necessary?
Was all that really necessary? His reaction wasn't great, but you did provoke him.
It wasn't my finest moment, but you saw how he transformed. Apollo likes to pretend he's not the man he used to be, but behind that sad facade lurks exactly the lout I remember. I'll admit the problem you present is a sticky one. If an idol is behind Calliope's death, they're clever. I need time to formulate a plan.
Time isn't something that I have. Is Athena really not an option?
Is Athena really not an option? She wouldn't see what you see? At all?
She might. Athena's no fool. She sees everything in terms of risk. Anything with the slightest chance of being a danger to the idols will not be tolerated.
I'm a risk?
In this scenario, I'm the unacceptable risk?
At worst, a murderer. At best, a usurper.
I have to be a usurper? I can't just be a happy accident?
In Athena's world, there are only dangerous accidents.
Huh. So you're going to help me?
You decided to help me then? I wasn't sure you would.
Well, what should I say? That I've changed my mind? That Calliope might have chosen you after all?
No, it's just...
You have fight in you. You've taken quickly to the Muse's powers. It's possible that she saw the potential. So yes, I'll help you. If, however, this has all been a desperate deception... Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Yes, we know what you can do, Persephone. No. No. Hal, stop. Stop. Yo,
I like this
stop.
better than fighting with you. Way better.
Helping you rather than wanting you dead, you mean?
You seem like a woman who gets what she wants.
These days, yes.
Then I'd really rather have you on my side.
Wise choice.
Anyways, tell me what I should do.
While you're formulating? I don't like sitting on my hands.
Yeah, I've noticed. If you wish to keep busy, burn down the city. Start a revolution.
Oh?
Become a terror the likes of which mortals only dream.
Chaos. I like that.
Really?
No, Grace.
Oh.
Go home. Be patient. When you see me next, I'll have a better idea of what to do.
Well, the idea of causing chaos into the mortal realm sounds fun, honestly. Right, so I think that was an okay way of oh, there we go. I think that was a good way to end the first act. Huh. I think I can definitely read more about this. But God, look at his outfit. What the? Wow. Meet Eros, the god of sex, just hanging around in the underworld. Looks like a Turkish wrestler taking a quick break from his BDSM dungeon. He was nice enough, if kind of wrapped up in his own problems. Hardly seemed the killer type, but what do I know? You know what? Before we end tonight's stream, let's just read through all of this, shall we? This seems like an interesting thing. Games with such focus on story deserve to have the journal entries read, you know? I'm back the morning after going through the ringer, having just discovered I'm some kind of ancient muse. And guess who shows up in my apartment uninvited, poking around the kitchen like he's considering an investment. The idol's name is Pan, and I don't know what his deal is. He's a bit too smooth. Seems to know a bit too much that he isn't saying, and just happens to know where to point me, which he offered for a price, of course. This one's shady, folks. I can just guess what kind of favor he's going to want. He actually ran into Pan again at the underworld, just by coincidence, he says, hanging around in the very place his tip eventually led me to. Granted, the underworld is his kind of place, but what are the odds? Pan agreed to help me find Persephone, who either didn't know I was at the club or was avoiding me, And this time, he didn't even ask for anything in return. I just had to bat my eyelashes at him and say, pretty please. Yeah, neither Apollo nor Persephone seems to consider Pan much of a suspect. He's not a murderer, according to them, even though his sudden involvement is really suspicious. Oh boy. What did Athena say about Persephone? She's the queen of the underworld. I had to look it up. But that's basically the idol version of hell. Does that mean it's a real place? Like you die and you go to the underworld? Or maybe that only happens to idols. Mind you, Athena didn't say Persephone was the queen of the underworld, did she? She said once the queen of the underworld. So she isn't any longer. And she's also the only idol that Athena doesn't say was the god of something or other. I'm willing to bet there's a whole other story about that. Whatever it is, it's pretty clear that Persephone hates me. Not just because she thinks I'm a murderer, because don't they all think that? It feels personal. Those sharp eyes of hers wanted to gut me and hang me on a clothesline. So I'd better watch my back. According to the Oracle, Persephone owns the apartment Calliope was living in. So they knew each other. They were close. I guess she's next on my list of idols to talk to. Huh. So, okay, so this is just like the recap of what happened. Athena. Athena's supposed to be the goddess of wisdom, but how does that work? Is it a power of hers? Does she just know things? She's supposed to be really powerful, but how exactly? Mostly she just seemed like my mom, or anyone's mom. Maybe that's what she is to the idols. The mom who looks after them and keeps them going. She was all smiles and even super sweet when she told me I had to die, like it would be no big deal. It makes her a scary mom, like the kind that demands to speak to the manager when things don't go her way, because things always have to go her way. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she's the cool mom. Maybe she'll keep smiling while she smothers me with a pillow. Because she's thousands of years old and I'm basically nothing in comparison. Maybe she killed Calliope, and that makes me an annoyance because that means her murder didn't quite take. But then, why give me the chance to prove myself? If she really wanted me dead, couldn't she have just said, no vote, snip this one out in the butt? Athena really seems like the type who'd do that, right? Persephone laughed when I asked if Athena might be a suspect. It's based on protecting the idols, and apparently she'd never break her own rules. She sounds so fun. Apollo brought me to Persephone, but who do you think almost tanked the entire thing? He got all big and angry, like he was about to start hurling thunderbolts, and stormed out of the underworld like an angry child. I still can't believe it. And that didn't really feel like it, honestly. It didn't feel like he stormed out like an angry child. It felt justified, the way, the things that he did, you know? How he left. I'm not sure exactly what... Athena introduced Apollo as a god of prophecy, but I'm not sure exactly what that means. Don't prophets wear long robes and speak in big, booming voices? This one looks less like a god and more like a surfer who crashed on the beach after a party and still hasn't found all of his clothes. Could he have killed Calliope? I can't take anything for granted when it comes to these people. Who knows? Maybe Apollo is the murderer. Aphrodite. Yeah, wait, it's Apollo's. Look at that. Bark, bark, au, grrr. Anyways, Aphrodite is the goddess of love, and I can believe it. She has that sparkle when you look at her. Like she's one of those old-timey movie stars, all glamour and presence. I bet if she walks into a room, everybody stops what they're doing to stare at her. Why she's part of the chorus, I have no idea. She seemed kind of quiet and sad, like she's busy writing some teary ballad in her head and not really listening to what's going on around her. If Aphrodite is behind Calliope's death, then she hides it super well. Maybe you just naturally learn how to be a great actress after 1,000 years or so. So, how would I know? Hermes. Yeah, Hermes looks so young. No wonder why Hermes looks, I don't know, a bit more modern compared to the others. No, a bit younger, I suppose. Let's see. Athena only mentioned, yeah. Could Hermes have been involved? They seemed surprised, if not really broken up about it. Not that Hermes strikes me as someone who does much deep thinking. They seem more like a kid, although I guess looks can be deceiving. Why did they have to come when Calliope died? And they did it right away too. Kinda sus, if you ask me. Huh. They were just vibing. Yeah, I like that. They were just vibing. You know, for an idol, they don't seem that bad. Do you believe Hermes has only been an idol for a year or so? They talk a lot about the old Hermes, so I guess they must have been gone through something like me. They were there when the old Hermes died, and his eidolon passed on to them. How often does that happen? I wonder. I assumed one question, at least, about how they showed up at the apartment so quickly. When an idol dies, Hermes has to be there. We were kind of close-mouthed about it, but they just know. Strange, but what else is new? Calliope. Huh. Thing of interest here. Yeah, Freddy, though. I only call her Farishta when I'm visiting her house. Her mom always likes to make these deep-fried honey snacks I love. Has been my best friend since probably forever. We used to make up rhymes while we skipped rope. It's been that long. Edge of Elysium is her band, and inviting me in was her idea. I was keen on joining since I haven't seen Freddy much since I left school. But it's kind of rough going. I can sing, sure. When we get a gig, it feels good being up there on stage. But is this really my thing? I don't know. Freddy was at the apartment when Pan arrived, so I had to tell her about everything. If anyone can figure this out, she can. Greek mythology has been her thing since 7th grade, and I'm glad she was there to back me up doing the song with Pan. When we put our heads together, we can handle anything. Yeah, it's quite nice, the amount of info that we get from journals. I really like it. I really like everything about this game so far. So you know what? We ended with Act 1, and I guess we can go back to the main menu at this point. And let me just hang out at the just chatting screen real quick, and ta-da! There we go. Yeah. So yeah, just to give out my thoughts about it, it's that, I gotta say that the story definitely is there. I like it. I like where the story is going so far. In terms of the art style, the voice acting, holy crap, 10 out of 10. Everything about the character design, everything about the voice acting is just really, really freaking great. I love it. Again, it's been ages since I've had a game, since I've played a game where the voice acting was this crisp, you know? Definitely. I love it. So, the only thing that I have that's still not kind of sticking with me is that despite the game calling itself the role-playing musical, I don't know, I don't really feel the music so far. It's not sticking with me just yet. Maybe it's because of the choices that you have. How different choices might alter the lyrics to these songs. Maybe it's because of that why some of the songs feel kind of, I don't know, disjointed. Yeah, I think that's a good word. It feels kind of disjointed sometimes. The voices singing it are really great. I did not expect that type of singing coming from Troy Baker and probably the other cast members. And the music was also, the instrumentals were also really great, but somehow it just doesn't, I don't know, it feels like it's lacking something. I'm no musical I'm no musical genius by any source, but I don't know, it just feels like it, you know? But who knows, you know, when I do continue playing this game, maybe certain parts are going to grow more on me, and maybe I'll get to appreciate the music and talents behind all of this even more in the future. So yeah, it's already 10 p.m. local time, so I guess that's about it for me. Is there anything else I'm missing? I am going to be playing Ready or Not this Thursday. I will be playing with Paul and a few other friends. We're going to try some mods out, so, you know, who knows? Maybe it's going to be a different experience by then. Hopefully, no, not really hopefully, but I think the gameplay is going to be much more fast-paced with the types of mods that we intend on installing. But yeah, tomorrow I'll be playing Skyrim. I just want to rest, you know. Skyrim has now just become my it's just become my happy place now. I get to live out a fantasy. I don't get to think about my job. I don't get to think about real life when I play Skyrim, you know. And I guess that's why I really enjoy it. But yeah, I think that's about it. Oh yeah, and most importantly, Saturday, we're going to be back into the podcast. We're going to be back with the Muteki podcast, finally, since our main host has been feeling better now, got that wisdom tooth removed, that Athena tooth, if you will, removed, and Sensei is now recovering, and we can, I guess, get back into it. Excited for that. I miss being in the studio. I miss being in the Muteki U studio. So yeah, I think that's about it for me tonight. I don't think I've missed anything out. Yeah. So yeah, thank you for being here, pals. I really did enjoy it. And to anybody else who is watching me who is watching this through the VODs, I really do appreciate it. Please do tell your friends about me, I beg you, But yeah, please do tell if you found this interesting, if you found everything you kind of funny, kind of interesting. Feel free to tell your friends, you know. The more pals, the merrier, and all that. So yeah, I think that's about it for me tonight, pals. So please don't forget to take care of yourselves and to take care of each other. And I will be seeing you all until next time. Goodbye.